Get dominated.
Healy's Compass.
Get dominated.
If I had a nickel for every 3 in my sub streak.
I regret today. Hey up, ghosties. I have just the most awful headache. But we're here. We are here, and it's late, and I'm gonna give you what I have to offer you, which is just me. Rotten hello, and Pug hello, and Emily hello, and Reese hello, and King hello, and Tech, good morning, gamer. Actively at work, valid. Yeah, I'm not. It is 9:30 at night for me. It's 9:15. Why is this music always so loud? Why does my head hurt so damn much? I hope you all are just fully aware that I have no plans for today. I did writing tests today and the stupid word limit, the one I wanted to be long at 150 word limit, and the one I wanted to be short was a 250 word limit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You must suffer in this way, Rotten. 150 words is like nothing. That's like no words at all. That's jeez, dumb school. Yeah, school dumb. I'm thinking of like having to do like a writing test with like a word limit, and the word limit is only 150 words. That's like 3 sentences. It's not, it's like 6 sentences, but like still, it feels like that's just like not enough words. Hello everybody, my name is Almost Standard. Welcome home. How are we, ghosties? I hope we are doing so well today. Why is this the music that's playing? I'm going to my liked playlist. Okay, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't the vibe. This isn't the vibe. Hang on, this isn't the vibe. I don't want the pirate music. Hang on. Yeah, sure. Play the Oh Hellos and not pirate music. This will work. Reese will enjoy this. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hi. It's Wednesday. I stream on Wednesdays. Here I am. It's very late. I'm so sorry it's so late today. But also this has become my usual, and also, holy crap, my head hurts so bad today. And I have zero plan for what I'm doing here. I'm just here. I was gonna play God of War, but my head hurts so much I couldn't fathom doing literally anything. And so I was like, I'll just draw. And I was like, I have no plans. I have no plans. I have empty canvases and no current works in progress at all. All I have is the realization that, like, I don't know if I've really grown in art that much this year, and I wanna work on it more. I mean that, like, it's my tattoo song. Yeah, this song is tattooed in Teresa's skin. It's bored into her skin. It's a natural. Perfect time to do the art suggestions that I made. Yeah, I could fuck around with that one. I've been growing too much recently. See, and I need to lock in on that because I'm currently approaching. Thank you for the hype train that just ended, by the way. I am approaching my like biannual. I hate my art style and I need to change it up. But it's not that I hate it. It's just that I am currently at a point where I can tell I'm not doing my best work. And I just can't figure out the next step in improving. I think that's what I'm struggling with. I'm at the point in my art where like I know I can improve. I know I'm capable of improving. There's this like some barrier that I can't figure out how to get over, and I'm trying to figure out what my next steps are to improve my art. Because I was looking at hello. Goatman, welcome home. Thank you for following. My name is Xander. Welcome home. It's good to have you, mate. Is the music too loud for you guys, or is it just really loud for me? Is it a good volume for you guys? I feel like it's a little loud. Let's turn it down just like a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Keep me updated on how that sounds for you. I was looking at this one, and this was I think it was a 2-year art difference last December. So the first drawing I did in 2021, the one on the left, and then the one on the right I did last December. And I was looking at it, right? I was looking at the updated version that apparently I did in last December, but that doesn't feel right. Like that doesn't feel right because was it really? Hang on. Campus information. Yeah. No way. Maybe. I think so. Yeah, December last year was the when this canvas was created. Let me see. Hang on. I gotta hide this and go into the actual like lore file to see if I can find the actual original one. When was this made? Yeah, last year. It was created last year, like last December. Do you have a Discord server? I do! ! Discord will lead you home. So yeah, this new one. I can't believe it's been almost a year since I drew this. And my problem was, right, I was looking at this one, I was like, wow, that is still just like such a cool amount of growth that we've had. We've had so much growth. And then I'm looking at this and I was like, I don't think I could do better than that. It's been an entire year and I don't think I could do better than this. Why is Akon playing? Why is it 2006 right now? I need coffee. I put marshmallows in my coffee today because fuck you. And also because I don't have creamer. So this feels equivalent. I don't know. But I'm not sure I could do better than this at the moment. I'm sure I could maybe. I see, and I don't even know if that's true. Like, look at that snake. That's good shit. Xander, hi, Allie. How are you?
Dominated.
Hello, Cyber. Thank you for the resub, mate. It's a good drawing, and like, but that also means if we're looking at drawings that I have put in my like perfect finished folder for this year, that just makes this one was also last year. I did Azazel, I did Kanan Sawyer, and I did the refinished version of Azazel and Zadkiel, and it really made me stop and go, what the fuck have I drawn this year? What have I drawn this year? How are commissions going? They're good, but they're hard. I'm sad. Why are you sad, Ollie? Fucking commission, Xander. Yeah, okay. So admittedly, that has been one of the major things that has taken up my time is commissions. So ones I have gotten through have been this one, which was a comic of this girl, very pretty. This one cat, and then I banned pet portraits because I don't do pet portraits. I don't do pet portraits. The furry community has been showing up. This girly, which was a very fun little butterfly girly. Some vampires, because that's what people like. The furry community. stan you guys. Some Alistair realism stuff, not realism, but you know what I mean. A really cool like comic book style one, which is really fun to do. Some Grian fan art that was commissioned. This, which is not my normal style, but they asked if I could do it, and I said, yeah, I know how, so there you go. A work in progress that was never paid for, and so I never finished. This, because this is what they wanted, and they paid me money to draw this, so I drew this, and then just today I finished this one, which is easily my favorite commission I've gotten a chance to do. Easily. The most fun I've had with any of my commissions. This one was fucking cool. So props to this girl. She literally, this was a friend who just like sent me a photo of her friend from the Christmas, or not, my brain is deep frying. She sent me a picture of her friend on Halloween. It was like, can you turn my friend's Halloween costume into a character? And I was like, yes, bitch, I can. Yes, bitch, I can. Done. Her friend is so pretty, literally so pretty. I won't show her for like obvious reasons, but literally so pretty. So I just turned her character into turned her Halloween costume into a character, which was literally so fun. So of all of the commissions that came in, by the way, I'm going through the commissions, right? First off, I've denied so many commissions. I'm denying pet requests. I don't do logo design. Like I don't do typography. I'm sorry. And then there's just been so many people that like unfortunately I totally get it because of the amount of time that's passed, but like I'll reach out and be like, hey, I'm like, you're next up in the queue. If you're ready for the commission, let me know and we can get started. Radio silence. And I give everybody 3 weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks. You get 2 to 3 weeks to reply. And if you don't reply, I'm moving on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, yo. Thank you for the resub, Juno. So yeah, that's how I've been doing. And so many people just get kicked out of the queue because I text you, hey, I'm ready to go for your commission, and you go radio silent on me for 3 weeks. We're over. I'm leaving. I gotta go. Because I have still, I started with 100 of them, like 110-ish commissions. I'm down to like just around 70 something. I've really only gotten through like 30 people. But it's been 5 months? It's been 5 months and I've gotten through about 30 commissions. But like, again, most of those are people I've denied, and the ones that aren't are the ones you've seen. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 finished commissions in the past 5 months. But that means like that's the quickest pace I can work through these. So I've done 14 in the past 5 months that I've finished. The other 15 have been people that have never responded. And then like now the thing that I'm like, it's just I don't know. I'm struggling, but I'm literally, despite the fact that I'm through so many of them and it's been 5 months, I'm still responding to people who requested art the first day I opened my submissions, because that was when the blow up on TikTok was happening. I am still working on commissions from April 8th. Yeah, April 8th, the day I opened commissions. And I still have a significant number of April 8th submissions. And then guess what it moves on to? April 9th. I haven't gotten through the first day of commissions. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm trying so hard to get through these, but I wish people would fucking respond. If you're going, I know you want to support me. I know you wanted to support the top surgery. Thank you. It means the world to me. Please respond if I message you. I know it's been several months, but I warned y'all bitches it would be. So anyways, kind of tugging at my hair a little bit because it wastes so much of my time, because I don't want to respond. I don't want to like reach out to 10 people and have all of them be like, yes, I'm ready. And then be like, okay, sorry, I have 10 of you right now. So I reach out to 3 at a time, 3 people at a time. I bring into my like queue and I go, okay, I'm ready to do your art if you guys are interested. Maybe 1 responds. I finish that one. I give the other 2 weeks while I invite 1 other person in, but that means I have like 2 spots I could be working on that just sit for 2 weeks until I can offer that spot to somebody else. Like, I just don't have a better way to work through this in a more timely manner, because like I'm trying to be respectful of people's time. I know you can't respond day of. I send 2 messages out within those 2 weeks. I warn people. Like, What more am I supposed to do? I am just one man. I am one man. I'm gonna like go through my like queue and message everybody of like, I am still actively working through these commissions. If you would still like this commission, please respond now. If you don't respond, I'm cutting you out. Because at this point, I don't know if I have 10 more commissions I'll get through or 70. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just a man who's trying to get home, and if I have to throw another baby off a wall, I'm gonna fucking do it. God, Florence and the Machine is here. Hello. Anyways. At the end of the day, I'm really, really, really thankful that I even get to do commissions. Because, like, yeah, this is not my usual. This is not my usual, but it's fun, and it makes me try new things. And then sometimes I get shit like this, and I have so much fun, like, getting to work on these. I mean, even this one is something so outside of what I would normally do, but it was so fun to work on. Like, and apparently I've become big in the furry fandom because they say they like my colors. They like my colors, and they like that things are round. I've been told that by, I think it was this one. So he's like, I like that everything's just round. I'm like, I'll take it as a compliment. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be, but I'll take it. The mass message might work well. You could even give those people a whole month before you boot them. Yeah, I might even, Wicked has joked about becoming my secretary. And I honestly am, at this point, I'm going to give Wicked my login and let Wicked do the secretary thing of like, respond to all the other, I think I have like 78 people still singing queue. So it's closer to 80. And have Wicked send like a mass message out to me and Wicked can work together because you have to go one message at a time. And the website is so slow. But if we both go through all of the messages, we work from like different angles and like work in towards the center and send the message out to everybody of like, I am still working through my queue. I am trying to clean it out. Please respond and tell me you're still interested. You have a month to respond. If not, I am removing you from this list. I think I might genuinely do that if I can link up with somebody this weekend and try to do that. But anyways, that's just me complaining about requests and commissions and all that cool shit. It's still been a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with it. And I've been playing around with tattoo designs again. That's the other thing I've been working on. Is I've been playing around with tattoo designs because I'm practicing tattooing. I've actually got these all stenciled and I'm going to work on tattooing them this weekend. Just on fake skin because I'm still trying to learn that. But it's just like, I don't know. Just like fun little shit. I don't know. I'm all over the place with art right now, man. I'm just, ugh. I've been working on like little like alternative shit, just like drawing Kane and Sawyer, because I still want to make this a webtoon. But dear God, anyways, how are you guys? The stream's always about me. Stream's always about me. How are you, chat? How are you, chat? And what the hell should I draw today? The blank page is the scary. I know I work like this, but I like instinctively start like this. I'm sad. Ollie, why are you sad? What's going on? What's going on over there? I'm so sorry you're sad. I'm so tired. Yeah. I'm getting a perm tomorrow. Oh. That's an event. I hope that goes well for you. I've never gotten a perm. I'm way too afraid. Draw me, but you don't know me, so it's evil me. Rotten, you are just like this, like if I had to draw you, you're just like this, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on. I don't know what you look like. So like, this is rotten in my head. This is just you are just like this like little gremlin thing who like, you're just this little fucking gremlin ass dude. And you've got this fucking the pencil of wisdom, which for some reason chooses you every time. So there you go. That's you, Rotten. There's you. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you, but that's you. I feel like you have an eyebrow piercing. That just seems correct for you. There you go. That's famous Twitch chatter rotten. that just feels right. I don't know why. Make that your profile picture now. There you go. Yeah, no, I'm Minoi. Minoi. Little fucking like, how the fuck would I even like? I need like, you would like, I don't know how to fucking draw. I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to draw today, man. I don't know why I've given you like just like this crazy spiky hair. This has gotta be like insulting or something. This is your little eyebrow tattoo. Or eyebrow piercing or whatever. There you go. Awful. There's your thumb. Because the other ones are coming down there. Yeah, that's you. I have no hair. I don't know why I've given you this spike of like, oh, you're a buzz cut? All right. No hair for you. That feels accurate too. Yeah, you're right. Okay, hang on, I got you. There you go. I feel like this is probably an insult. Sorry. There you are. Hope this feels all. This is the whole like when an artist is like, when somebody's like, oh my god, you draw, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, draw me. It's like, all right, here. There you go. That's you. I'm drawing the Scott, not a tightly coiled perm. Don't worry. Okay, finally storyboarding a fight mania. It doesn't make me want to cheese grate my teeth. Oh, that's an awful visual. That's an awful everything, actually. Imagine Xander just drawing people off of their usernames. I've done that. I like how your hair is floofing today. Thank you. It is like obnoxiously floofy today because I'm like 1 day post shower, so it's just huge. Like there's just nothing I can do about it, but we're simply doing our best. There's so much hair. I'm going through so many crises. I'm sorry you're going through crises. Are you okay over there? Minskin, for real. This song is one. Yes! Gem. Or Jess. What do you prefer? Whichever you prefer. You know the Step Up movies? Those are one of my favorite movies of all time. The Step Up series is like one of my favorite movies of like movie series of all time. It like top 5 like movies ever. Specifically, I think Step Up 3 is my favorite, but like, oh. Anyways, sorry. I just like lost my mind for a moment. Little guy, yeah. I'm hanging that over my fireplace. I expect it. Me and my pencil of wisdom. That's the one Haikyuu character. Fucking Nishinoya? Is that the no wait, the bald one. If you're talking the bald one, it's Tanaka. But I'm trying to figure out which one you mean. If you mean the bald one, it's Tanaka. I love them. Oh my god, fuck yes, Jess. Okay. I have to choose between yapping and drawing because I only have one tablet and a dream. I'm sorry. I feel you're yapping, but also don't let me keep you from your Scotsman. Well, I just have this now. I don't I have no idea what I meant to be working on today. I just like I wanna get better at art. And I'm feeling really stuck. I think my biggest, the bald one, yeah, okay, yeah, Tanaka. It's Tanaka. What is it? Ryu Tanaka, I think is his full name. Ryu, I think. Like R-Y-U, like the R-Y-U, like Ryu. Anyways. Doodle day, break day. Yeah, it's a little bit of just like a chill day. Oh, are you not drawing your Scotsman? You have a different dream? Draw my bone persona. That's great practice for art because of how odd it is. I don't know how bones work right now. Bone. Except it's a furry. There you go. And this is the spine. And there's the lower jaw. Awful. Oh, it's a bird. I should have read that before I immediately just drew just a dog skull. Well, fuck you. So is mine. Fuck you. There you go. Oh. Mine is also a bird because I said so. Deal with it. That's how it works. I don't know why this is what's going on today. My biggest problem, artists out there, if there's any of you losers who also do art, which I know there's a fuck ton of you bitches in here because I know several of you guys are, and I get to admire your art in the chat. My biggest issue is that I do not know how to texture things for the life of me. Like, my biggest issue, if you were gonna look at, like, I mean, obviously, besides the fact that I draw everything in a fucking flat void, but like all of my good, I mean, this is the only one that I've added some texture, and it was a pre-done texture brush. This is all airbrush. Like, this is all airbrush. This is all airbrush. This is all airbrush, except for where I'm using actual texture brushes. Like, I need to learn what a hard shadow is. I need to learn what a hard shadow is. Desperately. But I also need to figure out, like, how to draw. I love it. Xander, would you like some Yap Company so I can draw and also verbally harass you live on the internet? Sure. I'll be in the, you know where to find me. Where the fuck is that? Streaming. I never use this fucking channel. I dabble. Oh, texture sucks. I can't texture to save my life. No, genuinely. It's so bad. Rotten, I know you can do texture, so hand it over. I desperately need to just, like, I need to, like, ban myself from that, like, I need to ban myself from the airbrush. Like, I need to, like, I know, like, eventually it'll be useful to, like, use again, but I need to, like, find a way to, like, ban myself from using it for a little bit. Maybe that'll be my challenge today. Maybe it'll be, like, a brush challenge, where, like, I'm not allowed to use the airbrush. Rotten, I was saying that you know how to texture things. That's why I was yelling your name.
Hi.
Oh, hello. Hello, E.B. Reese.
The plane is here.
Oh, the airplane is here. Hang on, let me turn you up. You're too quiet. But just on their end.
Sorry, I have my Bluetooth headset on. It's quiet as hell.
It's okay. You only slightly sound like a toaster. Lighthearted. I'm joking.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
If it's too much like a toaster, I can always go to my wired headset.
You're not awful. You sound like you're over Discord. You don't. You sound fine.
Perfect.
You do. You are an airplane though, and every time you show up, I remember that you're an airplane.
Actually, I'm a drone.
Sorry, an unmanned drone, an unmanned air, whatever.
An unmanned aerial combat vehicle,
Right.
if you will.
That's the one.
Sir.
Sorry. I got your pronouns wrong. I'm sorry.
No, my pronouns cannot be UAV. That can't be your solution.
Those are your pronouns now. Wait, what is it? Unmanned aerial missile?
Unmanned aerial combat vehicle.
Vehicle.
It's UAV is just unmanned aerial vehicle.
Oh, unmanned aerial vehicle. Okay. So those are your pronouns, right?
The Kratos XQ-58 Valkyrie is an unmanned aerial combat vehicle.
Chat, this is your introduction to the fact that Reese is airplane autism. I don't think chat knows the extent.
Does chat not know that I'm airplane autism?
I think chat knows that
It
you like
baffles me that,
airplanes. That's it.
That Zereese in the server didn't know that I was an arrow until like a week ago.
Okay, but in all love and kindness, I don't think Zereese knows about anything going on ever. I think her mind is
fair.
lovely and blank and empty and just nothing.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. It's
Mwah,
just enjoyment of life and just like blank static sounds.
That's what I strive for.
I wish.
So I have this like thing on my team where whenever we're in like penalty corners and people are like freaking out, we just look at each other and we say "Coconut Mall, motherfuckers."
Coconut
And then
Mall.
somebody starts humming "Coconut Mall" from
From
Mario Kart
Of course.
because we're all thinking a little too hard, and we just gotta like fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, instead of fuck it, we ball, it's Coconut Mall.
It's Coconut Mall. Yeah,
I'm
a poet and I don't even know it.
I need that in my life. I need to go from
No, like we'll be like setting up for the corner, and I'll be like, "Do, do, 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 do."
I fuck it. Coconut Mall is now that needs to be a part of my life now. Gosh, style.
Yeah, fuck it, Coconut Mall. That's when you need like TV static playing in your brain. Just Coconut Mall.
I have the most awful case of constantly, like just constantly, I have songs playing in my head, and sometimes I get stuck with one, and when I get stuck with one, it'll just be like a lyric or two. And unfortunately, Emily living with me understands that when I do that, I just burst out singing it, but just that one line, and like never well. So it'll just be me like whining like one song or whatever, like because it's never like a good song that I'm like singing this lyric or whatever. It'll just be like I'm out tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm like walking away, and she's like what the fuck? But like it's like just that line just over and over and over just around the house.
You just got Kesha's in your bones.
Yeah, like
Shakira's lurking.
Like yeah, and it's just like so what was the song the other day that it was driving me so crazy, and I can't even remember what it is now. Like it's gone, it's empty, it's out of my head. God, I can't remember. But the only way I can get rid of it is if I replace it with a different song that's catchier, and then I just have that instead. Like it's just awful.
So you're just in like a downward spiral until you find the catchiest song.
Exact. So my friends thought I was lying when specifically Lexi, the one that's married. She thought I was lying when I said there's never a moment that I don't have a song playing in my head, and the only time that it's something that like I can name is if it's something that isn't actively playing in my ears. Like if I have music playing in my ears, I don't have a song playing in my head because I'm listening to the music. But like as soon as a song is done playing, I have something just playing in my head at all times. From the second I wake up, it is the first thing I think. Like I'm like a record player, and so I started like a habit of I would text her whatever it was the second I woke up.
I think I'd end up driving a railroad spike through my cranium at terminal velocity.
It's so loud
but you know,
in my
to
head.
each their own.
It's so loud in my head. That is legitimately why I focus better when music is playing, is because if the music is playing, I have the brain space to think, where instead my brain would be playing music. So like studying, I do better when I'm listening to music. Writing, reading, literally like watching lectures, I do better if I have music in one of my ears, because it frees up that part of my brain that has to have music playing. I don't know why. It's awful. It has been like this my entire life.
You're a special creature, aren't you?
There is something deeply inherently wrong with me.
You're an interesting little guy,
like,
aren't you?
I'm gonna pull up. So when I started sending Lexi the I would text her in the morning, and the second I woke up, the first thing I did was I'd grab my phone and I would text her, "This is the song in my head today." And like if it was the same thing as the day before, I would just be like same. But she started making a playlist of songs that I woke up with playing in my head. I was gonna see if I could find it. God, let me see if I can find it. At night, day and night. Why is this what's playing? Why is Day and Night by fucking Kid Cudi playing right now? God, how do I search my playlists? Why is my brain blanking? All my brain has is Kid Cudi right now. Oh, there we go. Xander's brain songs. There it is. Okay, so on the list of songs that I have woken up with just in my head and had messaged to her, and this is not a complete list, this is just while I was doing it. The Anchor by Bastille, East by Sleeping at Last, Ways to Go by Group Love, Fever Dream by Palais Royale, Don't Feel Like Feeling Sad Today by Youngblood, Those Nights by Skillet, Hating Stuff by Ian McConnell, Rise by Skillet, Monster by Skillet, One Day Too Late by Skillet, apparently I was on a fucking roll, The Boy in the Black Dress by Youngblood, See Your Face by Todrick Hall, Moneymaker by Fits and the Tantrums, American Horror Show by Snowwife, White Woman's Instagram by Bo Burnham, Diggy Diggy Hole by Windrose.
If I woke up with Bo Burnham singing White Woman's Instagram in my eardrums, I don't know what I'd do, but it wouldn't be legal.
It's always just like, latte foam art, tiny pumpkins, and I'm like, get out of my head! Like, it's so exhausting. 20-something by Miko, Just One Yesterday by Fall Out Boy, Love from the Other Side by Fall Out Boy, Zombie by Bad Wolves.
Oof.
Like, come on! Please, give me a break!
Absolutely brutal.
It's so exhausting. I had Sing by My Chemical Romance stuck in my head for like 72 hours recently. Oh.
You're a brave soldier.
What, by not putting a pistol through my head? I know, but like...
Yeah.
The
pistol itself, you don't even need the bullet.
I do this to every single one of my friends whenever I explain this to them, and they're like, oh, that's, you had ADHD, we all have stuff in their heads. I was like, no, any time of the day, if I am conscious, you can text me at any time of the day, and it will take me no time to tell you exactly what's in my head, unless it is a wordless song, like it doesn't have lyrics, and I don't know what it's called, which is the worst, because then I can't even tell you what's in my head. I can just hum it, because I know it, but I don't know what it's called. I was haunted by for so long by Canon in D major because I didn't know what it was called.
Oh, in D major?
Yes, not minor, major.
That's like the worst one.
Awful, I know.
The only one I really know, like, deeply, I think my fingers could do it automatically, is Canon in C minor. From the cello.
Oh, from the cello?
Absolutely brutal. Yeah.
Did you play the cello?
I played the cello for like 6 years, Xander.
That's the coolest thing. I wish I was a cello player, but my mom made me do violin. I wanted to do cello.
I was first stand.
I was violin, and I was awful at it. I was terrible. I got like 2 solo medals in my entire 4 years of playing.
Cello prodigy Reese, confirmed.
Cello prodigy?
Were you violin 1 or 2?
Fuck, it was in middle school, man. I don't remember. It was such a small
Did
part
you
of
play
my
the
life. I hated it.
interesting parts or the background music?
I played the interesting shit. So 1,
Then
I
you
guess.
were violin 1.
Yeah. But again, I was literally in middle school. I did it for 4 years. I did like 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Yeah,
I played cello.
Ollie's been doing violin
3rd,
for 12
4th.
years.
I played cello 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. And then I had to quit because my orchestra conductor said either field hockey or cello. So I put my cello down and then walked away.
Yeah, my equivalency with Ollie is she's done violin for 12 years, and my only thing like that is dance. I did dance for 15. And I guess you would be field hockey then. What is that, your longest like living thing?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing field hockey?
Gotta think. This. 11 years? 10 years?
Damn. Doing a thing. I've decided I'm doing a thing.
And I've been a goalie literally the entire time, so...
Hey, when it sticks, it sticks.
A lot of people, like, don't start goalie until, like, sophomore year of high school. I've been in this bitch the entire time.
You started there.
I've been in this car and I cannot get out.
I cannot get out.
They won't let me out. Speaking of, today in practice, I thought I tore my Achilles tendon.
Please don't do that.
I was fine. But, like my foot, like, skid on the turf. Like, as I was stopping, my foot, like, stutter stepped forward. There's, like, an explosion of pain at my calf. I was like, oh, fuck, there's tear my Achilles. No, I was fine. My ankle was just being a wimp.
Did I just tear my... That was honestly, it's such an intense thought when you go through that. Like when I fell and thought I broke my leg. I've done it twice where I thought I broke the same ankle, actually. One when I was with Emily and one when I was with my sisters. And when it was with my sisters, it was the first time that specific injury had happened. I was doing ballet in the basement and I was watching my sisters alone. And I did like a fucking, I don't even remember what I was doing, some big jump or whatever. And I was spinning and jumping and doing all the dumb shit. And I came down and sickled my ankle like I tend to, and like just collapsed to the ground. And I like yelped and then like immediately clicked in of like, I am babysitting my sisters and I cannot freak them out right now. And just like zipped my mouth and like real quietly was like, I have broken my ankle. Can you go get my phone? Like, like so
Fair enough,
so
man.
calm. I didn't break it. Luckily, it was I don't even know the proper word. It was rolled or sprained or something. I didn't go to the hospital because my stepdad's a doctor. So he was just like, does this hurt? And I was like, no. And he's like, okay, it's not broken. Move on. I was like, okay. But that thing was like softball sized for a while.
Rough.
It was awful. And I've done that twice on the same ankle. The first time I did it, it took me like 4 or 5 months to be able to go up on tiptoes again. And the second time I did it, it was 9 months before I could go up on my tiptoes. Like, the muscle just stopped working. Thank you for the follow, Gamer
I haven't
Boys.
had that. I've had Gamer Boys.
Or sorry, Gamer Boy pays. Now here's
Gamer
the real
Boy
question.
pays? Gamer Boy got stabbed.
The real question is, do he though? Do Gamer Boy pay? Do he? Now we have to find out. I'm trying to make a list of all of my OCs and I'm gonna spin it and decide who I have to draw today. All right, here's your wheel spin, boys. Who am I deciding to draw today? Hello, Gamer Boy. Hope you're well, mate. Oh, I swear to God, if it's Embry, it's like the one person I don't want to draw. No, it's okay, it's Jace. I don't want to draw him either, but I'll do it. I just drew this loser. Whatever. Fine. We'll draw Jace. He's just the most basic white boy. I like that
game because I only have like 4.
See, so... I usually just omit a lot of that because like I didn't even include like Brianna or Genesis or like half of my old characters. Respin. I've been dared to respin. All right, sorry, Jace, you're hated that much. Sorry, baby, get out of there. If it's Embry, I'm respinning it. Oh, there you go. It's spinning. It's spinning. Oh, would you believe who it is?
Is it Embry?
No, it's fucking Xander. I'm just drawing this loser again.
Oh.
I'll take it. I haven't drawn him in a minute. Okay.
I started the redraw doodle of him, but that's an in-class activity.
Real. Now I'm gonna do something. I have a Pinterest board, right? I have a Pinterest board, and one of the things on there is I have one person poses. I'm gonna see how many things are in there, and Reese, you're gonna give me a number, and whatever that pose is, okay. I'm gonna draw Xander in. Let me go to my art.
I hope it's really cunty and feminine.
One person pose. Reese, please pick a number that I can count to between 1 and 203.
That you can count to? You mean no decimals?
Well, if you give me like 160, it's gonna be really hard to count to that down my Pinterest things. So like something close to either end that I can count up or down from.
193.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bottom and count up. Okay, give me a second. I have to scroll. While I do that, I'll read chat. Violin has been making me profoundly sad because I feel like an outsider in this orchestra. So far, I'm unbelievably shitty. It's embarrassing. I'm so bummed, bro. But you're doing it. You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing. So it's gonna get better with time. But you're also like brand new to this orchestra, so it's gonna feel a little weird in the beginning for sure. You also said what? 190. Is
Ollie doing a concert orchestra?
Yeah,
193.
93. She's doing I actually don't know what it's called. It's like an orchestra, like an adult orchestra in the community, but I don't remember exactly what kind it is. It's an orchestra. I'm literally dragging everyone down. It makes me want to sob. You are also your harshest critic, unless your teacher is like, hey, you really need to practice this specific piece of work because you're dragging the piece down. Like you're gonna be your harshest critic. Okay, 203, 202, 201, 200, 99. Up, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, You said 93?
Yep.
Oh dear.
Is it a good one?
I don't have to draw his face.
Oh.
Oh, and chat has seen the first stream, so I can actually draw this like in a specific thing. So for reference, chat, here is the pose that is picked. It is somebody who's just gotten punched in the face laying in the ground.
Oh, perfect.
And now you've seen episode 1 of the lore, which means I can draw the moment of reception. Wow. Woof. Thank you.
I got you.
This is why I keep you around. We can speak when I cannot.
I got you.
Why is Pink playing right now? I love this song. I have had this song in my head for like weeks at a time before. This is Turbulence by Pink. Panic is temporary.
I'm not gonna lie, the Scotsman is looking real good right now.
I can't wait to see the Scotsman. Wait,
This might be the sexiest mouth I've ever drawn.
Wait, Cyber, what do you say? What are you screaming about? Wait, his in that one DBZ pose?
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing I can expect. But what Dragon Ball Z pose?
I think that the pose that you picked from Pinterest is a pose in Dragon Ball Z.
I'm literally looking up Dragon Ball Z pose just to see if it comes up with anything. I'm not a Dragon Ball Z person.
No, it's just gonna give you like the Kamehameha.
Yeah,
thing.
it is. It's just that. Damn, I tried. My dad was really into DBZ. That's the only reason I know anything about it. It was back when I was like 7 and still lived with my dad. He was just really into DBZ. All right. Well, let's try to draw this pose. I guess I'm drawing in the pit, eh? Crazy shit. Oh, I forgot that pose.
Yamcha's death pose I've looked up.
No, it's close. There's
Yamcha defeated pose.
There's that one pose where a character's just laying in a crater.
Yep, Yamcha defeated pose.
Oh, that's I'm looking it up. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z defeated.
Yamcha.
Oh, wow, that is really close. That is like really, really close. Not quite, but almost. Damn, I can't type today. It's okay, Cyber. All right. So we're gonna have. I'm gonna get like.
I think this is the first character I have that doesn't have any earrings.
I give every character I have earrings, man.
Dude, Mackenzie's just raw dogging life.
Life's not the only thing he's raw dogging.
Okay.
I'm so tired.
Bear back the blue, if you know what I mean.
I'm so tired. Someone go bed. I've just.
No, you gotta draw somebody in a Dragon Ball Z death pose.
Yeah,
get to it.
I'm sorry.
Dance, monkey dance.
I'm drawing. I'm sorry. I'll be good, I swear.
Dance, entertainment monkey.
Oh.
For the people.
I'm dancing for the people. I'm drawing Xander getting beat in the face by Tara. How do faces work? Fucking, why is it so long? That's why. I've discovered my fucking like old like art school like lessons coming back to me in recent times in like referencing and sketching and stuff. I'm trying to get off of the fact that like I like live off of references, and for a while I would just put a reference next to it. But when you digitally do art, it's so easy to just take your reference and like throw it on your canvas and just trace over the not like the important parts of the pose. Like just trace like the joints and shit, and then like get rid of the reference and draw. But that means like I'm getting worse at doing it on my own. So like I need to like go back to like learning how to fucking draw like a not loser, because like there's nothing wrong with tracing. Everybody does it, but I'd like to be clear that it is hindering my art, and thus I have to be banned. Oh, I also should not draw creases because he's not gonna have... Oh, I have to figure out how I'm gonna draw this because baby character Xander is simply not wearing a shirt in the scene, I don't think. He's got that weird fucking mesh thing on.
He got a tunic.
Yeah, he's...
A waistcloth.
He's got a loincloth on. He's been sent in to fight.
Bitch got a conveniently placed fig leaf.
At this point, man, I swear to God. And I have to pull up my Minecraft launcher and actually look at his fucking skin for a moment. He's a kid. Yeah, he's literally he's just a tiny child. I have to be conscious of that. I also have to like soften up a lot of these features because he's literally 8.
No, I think he needs rock hard biceps.
You're right. I'll make these harder. Stronger biceps.
He's got to be jacked as fuck.
He arrives just already just fucking ripped. Why is the Minecraft launcher updating? Whatever.
Now's the most difficult part, is drawing this bitch's hair. I don't even know how to describe his hair.
Scott's
like, I have
like,
such
maybe?
a distinct picture in my brain, but it's like I have no idea how to draw it.
Yeah, that's my curse with all of my art, is that like I know what I want, but dear God, if I can get there. Okay, there's...
I fear I've made his eyes a little too far apart, and he looks a bit like he has Down syndrome.
Oh. Maybe he just does. That's okay.
No, I just had like the eye like 2 pixels to the left.
That's enough to set you off.
I also did give him very rounded eyes, which doesn't help.
They're just the big doe eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I should like remind the world that this guy's like 6'5" and like jacked.
Big doe eyes.
He's a big doofus. Love this guy a lot. Big dumb idiot.
Big dumb idiot. But he's your big dumb idiot.
That has a helicopter pilot license.
As all big dumb idiots should.
Yeah.
Something's incorrect here about my proportions. I gotta figure out what. It's this length is too long. This needs to be like just... this length is wrong. Everything's wrong. This is too... all of this is wrong. Chill out. Chill the fuck out. What is happening? This leg needs to go like here. Okay. And then it's going to be the bottom of the foot, which unfortunately this is Xander, and that means his dogs are going to be just out. But I'm just...
Dogs are barking.
His dogs never don't bark, man.
They're yapping. Gives Ayla energy. Bitch never wears shoes.
It gives every character I've ever written just never fucking owning footwear. Just ever.
I mean, that's just kind of you.
It is. My dogs are barking right now. Actively. Active bark.
My dogs are concealed.
My dogs cannot be concealed. I have anti-concealment autism. You cannot put my dogs away.
Like a gun carry law.
Yeah, my dogs must be
Concealed
open carry.
On your dogs.
My dogs must be open carry or I will just have a seizure.
You do not have a license for close carry.
I'm sorry. I have to be dogs exposed at all times or I don't know how to function.
Imagine somebody tells you to put on shoes and you're like, sorry ma'am, I don't have a license to close carry.
Like, what else am I supposed to say, huh? I honestly, I wish that we could just get rid of the whole no shirt, no shoe, no service shit. I want to go shopping barefoot. I don't want to hear any of that. That's so gross. Shut the fuck up. You're weak. Weakest link. Fuck you. I want to be out in the world. I want to speak with my ancestors through my dogs. This pose
Sometimes
is wrong.
I wonder why you turned out the way you are, but then other times it's infinitely clear to me.
You know, I've got no idea why I turned out this way, but unfortunately I am this way, and there's just nothing I can do about it. This entire leg is wrong. Something's gone horribly wrong.
I'm giving my man the worst hair part on the planet. I'm so sorry, Mackenzie.
Mackenzie will forgive you.
I don't know. He might not.
How the fuck does this work? Thigh there. Okay, so this is wrong.
Why am I putting him in the work hair? Never mind.
Thigh.
Gotta be free, my boy.
Like that.
Break regulations.
Break regulations. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah! Remember when Xander used to wear boots? Olive was the barefoot one in the group. Yeah, it's technically in the Hive design. Xander has boots designed, but unironically, I drew him that way because I was getting made fun of that all my characters were barefoot. So
Who gives a fuck?
I was like, fuck you,
Let
I'm
him
designing him with
experience
boots.
nature.
Canon that he never wore shoes in the Nether. And then, or obviously the pit, because nobody had shoes then. And then wait, hang on, what's been shown in episode 2? You can't, oh wait, okay. Yeah, I can't tell you anything else. I'll tell you the rest of the shoe canon later. But I'd say the shoes were introduced to him. And then he has a certain point in his life where he discards his shoes once more. Why? Why are you here? Why is Billy Joel always with me?
I'm starting to realize I've just made Scottish Steve Rogers.
What's brought you to this realization?
I don't know. You'll see.
Oh no. Bigfoot more like barefoot. I've got a barefoot. Okay. So we'll do like, is that how fucking legs work, man? I'm not sure. Okay, because like we've got it like this, like that. Something like that, man. I don't fucking know. So like that. And then the shoe is like bum 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 bum. Piano Man is in my ears. Help.
Sing me a song, you're the piano man.
That's literally what's happening in my ears right now.
Sing me a song tonight.
It gets me my drinks for free. It's such a good song, but it's become like a meme in the group. I also, for a small period of time, I was like obsessed with this song. And so I had it set as my alarm in the morning. And that didn't last long for reasons of that, just like it just didn't last long. It was such a rough song to just like wake up to that piano sound. And Ollie stayed at my house for like a couple nights, and one of the nights I had to get up and go to work the next day, and she was just gonna chill at my house while I worked. And I woke her up to the sound of Piano Man. Oh, I'm getting raided. There's my ass. You know what I mean? Hi, Desponias Beyond. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. What were you up to today? Let's see.
We just know that.
Vibing over there.
We know each other's IP addresses. You wouldn't understand. Poor old hair.
I like your PNG
Which
triggers.
is built like that. Pushes behind you.
Yeah, Ollie's quick
You
with it.
will.
I hate myself.
Quick, someone clip that.
Guys, clip it.
There you go. You got the uwu clip playing for them. Anyways, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you were having a good night, or a good day, good morning. I don't know where you are in the world, but I hope you had a good time. Thank you for trusting your community with my community. I promise we only bite sometimes. We're doing some art, and also we have Reese, who is the airplane with us. Or sorry, the unmanned aerial vehicle.
Actually,
I'm sorry. But anyways, I traumatized Ollie by playing Piano Man as the alarm, and she literally only woke up to it for one morning ever, and now she's like traumatized by any time the Piano Man song comes on while we're in the car. She's like, no, as soon as the piano starts playing. Or yeah, sorry, no, it was Vienna, not Piano Man. It was when I see Vienna, or whatever it's called. Whatever the fucking Billy Joel song is with the Vienna. That song used to be like my favorite song, and so that was my big thing for a little while.
It's a good song. My favorite Billy Joel song
It is a good
would
song.
Dox Me.
I see. Yes, I know that. I know that answer. Eh. Billy Joel does make really great music, though. Well, yeah, it was Vienna.
I say that as if I don't live not there anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I simply don't live there.
You simply don't. Not at the moment.
Right now I'm in New York.
New York City, baby!
Concrete jungle where dreams are made.
Awful.
What do you mean, awful? I think I should go to concert.
Concrete jungle, wet dream tomato. It's nothing you
There's
can't
nothing
do.
you can't do. Now you're in New York.
Anybody who doesn't understand, screw you. What direction would his ears be facing in this situation? I guess his ears would be going.
I don't know. Are they like a fucking cat? Is he like angry and they go back?
Actually, it kind of. It is semi-canon that Xander can move his ears, like, not like elves where they're just like slightly pointed. He has like the really long ears, and they kind of like press back and kind of like perk up and down just slightly, like not like full like cat range of motion, but like just a little bit. He emotes with his ears a little bit more than he should be able to. It's quite weird, but I like make that in his drawings, like depending on his emotion, his ears move slightly. It's funky. But like if his
That's
head,
kind of fun.
I think it is fun. That is like one of the only things in my entire existence that I've ever been like, man, maybe Therians have a point. Just specifically that I think it's just an autism thing, that I'm like increasingly frustrated that I cannot emote through the movement of my ears, because like I wish I could. I wish you could see that I'm upset right now because my ears are pinned back. Like that's such a good. It would be so helpful, like to be able to express an emotion of like, oh, you can't tell I'm excited because I suck at facial expressions. Well, don't worry, my ears are pointed up. Like it would be so helpful. People would not mistake my facial expressions. Also, yeah, tails and wings also, they all have a good point. I would just like wings because I'd like to be able to fly, and a tail just seems cool. But it's one of those things that like, it's not animal-like for me. It's not like I want to be like a dog. It's just that I want to be a human being, but with these extra little fun add-ons to make it easier to make life or to do things.
You want like the DLC.
I want the DLC, man. I want access to like, I want the updated form. Did you see I made little fangs?
I did.
Chat,
Well, you saw my picture I sent you after.
yeah, I did.
I asked if I was
Yeah,
also
you're right.
expecting cool.
Wait, chat, you want to see this? They're so dumb. I have moldable plastic that I have access to. So I would warn you, they give me an awful lisp. But I made
Mouthguard core.
I made myself a pair of fangs. It's super weird. It also, the lisp is super noticeable to me, but I don't know how noticeable it is to
You
everybody
made
else.
yourself a pair of fangs.
Yes, I can't make S sounds because like I can't touch the
Yeah,
top of
you
my
did.
mouth.
Yeah,
It's such a
that's
weird.
how my mouthguard feels.
Yeah, because I remember having a retainer from when I had braces.
I haven't worn a mouthguard since high school.
They don't say they fit me. They kind of do. It kind of looks like I'm supposed to have fangs, to be completely honest with you. Reese, I can't. I don't think I'm ever gonna beat these allegations.
No, you're not.
I accidentally made them very sharp. And because they're remoldable plastic, they're really strong. So like, I'm like afraid I'm gonna bite my tongue. Like, you just gotta wear them 24/7 to get used
That
to
would
speaking
be
with them.
unfortunate.
Unfortunate. It would be really unfortunate. I can't say S sounds. It's awful. I think what I need to do, I'm going to reform them a little bit, and I can feel that they're a little bit too far back in the back. If I flattened it out a little bit, my tongue would have space to make the S sound, like that's what I can't do. If I just smoothed them down there, it wouldn't affect my bite as much, and I would be able to speak and not sound like this. Our vampire
It really doesn't sound that bad.
It's not awful, and I'm kind of like learning to adjust to it. You just kind of have to make your tongue thinner when you're making the S sound instead of like flattening it, because if you flatten it, too much air gets through. But if I like focus on making sure that the S is I can't close my mouth all the way. It's whatever. But I do like the way that they look. And they are surprisingly sturdy. Like, they don't fall out at all, and they don't like affect, like, they don't feel bad. Like, I could wear these and it would feel normal. Like, I don't know. Yeah, the S sound just lingers a little too long. There's permanent fang extensions these days, and I can't say I haven't considered it a lot. No, genuinely, I'm upset because when I was growing up, I used to have fangs because I had shark teeth. So my eye teeth were really long, and then my adult eye teeth grew in on top of them. So I had stacked eye teeth. So I literally had fangs. Like, they were so weird. I have pictures I can pull up of them. And obviously the dentist didn't let me keep that because that's extremely detrimental to your dental health. You should not have two sets of teeth. So they took them away from me. But I was so mad because I loved my stupid shark teeth. It's not really the S sound, it's more so the T sound you can't do. I feel like I can kind of do the T's all right, but if you try to do like the or like the, I don't know. Putting moldable plastic on my shopping list, it's literally the moldable plastic that I have is so cheap. I can literally send you the brand I got. I got a massive bag, like a huge bag for like 15 bucks. Like, it's so cheap, and I've used it to make so many things. It's so cheap. I'll literally send you the brand. I don't remember exactly what brand it is, but you can look it up on Amazon. Like, they're so simple. Anyways. Amazon. I can do the Z's. Drop in Discord. I'm sure. Yeah, let me look it up on Amazon really quickly.
Speaking of, I have a recruiting fair to go to soon, and Amazon is going to be there for some reason.
Oh.
I cannot wait to just yap with the Amazon worker, and they'll be like, "So are you in?" No.
No.
Are you interested in working? No.
Okay, so the expensive version is Polymorph. That is not what I have. I have Safely First moldable plastic, I think. It's these. The Safely First moldable plastic, non-toxic. Which means it's totally chill for me to put in my mouth. Probably.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, I showed Aurora them, and she's like, "Oh my god, is that safe plastic?" And I was like, "Girlie, I don't care. I simply don't care." How do they work? They are itty-bitty little pellets, like teeny tiny little pellets of plastic that is super like a low melting temperature. So I throw them in a cup with like a half a cup of water. Like I literally use a mug. I pour them in a mug, and I pour some water in the mug, and I stick the mug in the microwave for a minute, and it comes out hot ass water, and they go completely clear, and that's when they're moldable. You just pull them out of the hot water. Just obviously be careful because they're gonna be fucking hot, and you just like squish them around a little bit, and they become just moldable plastic. And then you work with them, form whatever you want. You've got like a good solid couple of minutes. Like, you could work with them like 5 to 7 minutes before they're starting to like really kind of harden up. Especially if you're like moving with them. If they start hardening them up, just throw it back in the hot water and they turn back into complete like almost liquid, like very, very squishy. And then what I do is I form them up against my teeth, so that they're shaped the way I want. And then I have ice water sitting next to me, and I just dump like ice water in my mouth and swish it around, and it like rocks them up. And now they're solid. And if I ever don't want these, or if I don't want them to sit like this anymore, throw them back in hot water. They're reusable forever. Like, they just completely melt away. It's so easy. Anyways, now that I'm done promoting moldable plastic, would Xander have, I feel like he would have gotten, this is a question I've never asked myself. I feel like there's some of his piercings who were ones that he would have gotten before the pit, but not all of them. Probably just like his basics. It's weird to draw him without all of his piercings. Okay. So this is gonna be like my base, but I need to child up these proportions, and I'm not sure how to do that, but I'm gonna try. I also need to, what does this man's skin look like? The pit skin. Okay, so he's got the tattered shorts vibe, although, yeah, tattered shorts, the shackles, and the, like, he's got like the cross-body like netting thing that I have him in. I've never drawn him in the pit. The pit takes a long drag of a cigarette. No, genuinely though. I can't believe you guys finally know about the pit and that I can just like talk about it. Like, it feels like I shouldn't be allowed to do that because it's had to have been a secret for so fucking long. That the fact that I can finally be like, oh yeah, when Xander was in the pit with Tara, and you guys can just be like, yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, you guys know about that? How'd you guys find out the secret? I'm comfortable drinking water with these, but I don't think I should drink my coffee if I have fangs in. I don't want coffee and or marshmallow on my fangs.
You don't want more melted fangs because you're drinking hot liquid.
Oh. I don't think my coffee's that hot. PTV, yeah. Melted plastic. My coffee's not that hot. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Most of the time you see me drinking coffee, it's probably hours old. This one's fresh, so it is still warm. But I pour myself a coffee at 8 a.m. and will still be drinking it at 8 p.m. because I'm awful. Okay. Honestly, one of the things I've never been good at is drawing proportions to look childlike. Like,
I just don't draw kids because I can't do it. I can't figure it out.
Neither can I. Okay, how proportions? How to draw child proportions? What is the difference in proportional? Child is going to be about 5 heads versus 8. Obviously, it's shorter, but I'm talking more like arms and legs. It's also like when you're 8, you're in that like weird like small adult phase. You cannot, Voracious, you can't say same reason I avoid drawing men with pants. I don't know how to draw men with pants, so I just don't draw men with pants. So what, you just draw men without pants? Oh, I guess robes,
I feel like that would make the issue worse.
Robes and cloaks are an option I didn't consider. Vibing with the music so much, yes. Pierce the Veil. The perfect combination of like Hispanic, like Mexican style music and just rock or punk or whatever you want to call it. It's just so fun. God, 8 is so young. I'm trying to figure out how to make him. How do I make this look like a child? Nah. I know most of it is just like, don't give them muscle definition. Just make them look like scrawny little fucking losers. And don't get me wrong, he sure is that, but like, I gotta figure out how to do it. Okay. I can make his fingers like shorter and chubbier. But like also you're really not seeing much of his fingers. So it just looks like he has a fat finger. It's not helpful to anybody. Okay. I love that arm, not gonna lie. Glad. Thank you. Small, says Ollie. I'm trying to make him look small. I'm trying to like figure out how to. The torso is gonna be the hardest part for me. Because A, he's fucking shirtless mostly. B, where he's not shirtless, I have to figure out how to draw a net. Oh God. Okay. In this position, we're gonna see a little bit of chest there. And I guess that's gonna continue here. Because it's actually... his chest would be like this. So is this his stomach? That's his belly button? Because he's like twisted. So like this is the belly button. It'd be a hip bone here. I'm just trying to like figure out the anatomy. This would be a hip bone and this would be a hip bone. Obviously those aren't pronounced because he's a child. Ribs are here, but it's not there because it's twisted. So it's like there. And then all of that needs to be shorter and smaller because child. Right. Make smaller. Okay. No, don't merge those. Okay. Good perspective. Wish I could draw arms at angles like that. I'm looking at a reference, mate. That's how you draw arms from angles like that. It's just references. Did you steal my cover list? Nah, man, this is just my liked playlist. Just make him look 8 years old. Thank you for the advice. The only reason my son is awake is because I'm trying to watch this stream and I am perturbed. I'm sorry. Let your son watch. I'm a good influence, I promise. Also, he was 8 in the pit. That's so sad. What the fuck? Yeah, I say that in episode 1 if you're watching the very, very, very beginning of the stream 1. I say I was about 8 when I stumbled through the portal. That was the age that I entered the pit.
I finished the Scott.
You finished the Scott? Do I get
I'm
to
putting him in Krusty Crew.
do it? Also, Voracious, I'm pulling up a... Don't mind, my sketchbook doesn't have a cover on it right now. My cover fell off of my sketchbook. I was gonna pull up my arm reference page. These are all just references of arms that I drew. You just look at references and then draw them. You just find arms and then draw arms. Like, that's how you arm. Just get references. I have to figure out how to reattach the cover of my sketchbook to my sketchbook because I can't figure out how to get it back on. I need to, like, get some, like, Gorilla Glue or some shit.
Ollie's reaction emojis.
I love her little dizzy one. Can I show Mackenzie on stream?
Yeah.
Yay.
But just the Scottish
Bug.
flag military hat rainbow.
I didn't even see those ones. Nope, not what I wanted. There you go. There he is. Mackenzie! The big doe eyes.
Oh man.
Big boy. Bookbind it? I don't know how to
You see what I mean by his eyes are like ever so slightly too far apart?
They're not bad though. I don't think they're like unreasonably far apart. I don't think they look silly.
Yeah, they did before. I moved them closer.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because
I'm looking for the kind of goofy look.
Yeah.
Like kind of like innocent, like what the hell's going on?
Just a little dopey.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Big dumb idiot. Love him.
But he's your big dumb idiot, and that's what matters.
He is my big dumb idiot.
I'm gonna go read for a bit. Good for you. Enjoy. I hide arms and hands as much as I can. No, don't do it. Even if you draw them bad, drawing arms and hands is going to make you better at it. Even if you do them poorly, even if they look bad, it is better to do it. Because the longer you spend tucking your hands behind your character's back, the longer you're going to be shit at drawing hands. Figure it out. I'm taking my fangs out so I can drink my coffee. I almost just dropped one of them. It's really weird to just have to go, like, set my teeth down. Hands are they're just boxes. This is drawing a hand. This is your palm. Palm shape is just this shape. Just like a curvy trapezoid. That's your palm. You've got a knuckle down there that turns into a thumb. And you've got 4 knuckles along the length of here. And they're going to be about the same length, a little bit different. And of course, because they have the arc there, they're going to end at different spots. This is your basis for a hand. Now, is it good? No, but it's the basis for a hand. And then you can start learning where your knuckles are and how it's going to move. Now, there are knuckles up here too, but they don't move as much. So, like, you have your knuckles, and when you can figure out how those move, just remember to keep this in an arc the same way that this is in an arc, and you can figure out how to do literally anything with your hands. Yeah, wow. Cyber out here with the quotes of mediocrity is easier to stomach than regret. Jesus. Put that on my gravestone. Mediocrity is easier to stomach than regret. I'm gonna live with that one for a little while. I just quit drawing for the most part because I got in the trace game so bad that I was practically just recoloring stuff. Yeah, I do not trace things one for one. I've traced poses, but that's it. Reese, do you play the trace game?
No.
No, none at all. Not for poses or nothing.
I don't really draw full body.
True, you do a lot of headshots.
I only do headshots. The last time I did a full body drawing was Camila.
Camila.
No, I did a Maisley full body, but Maisley was covered by a dress. I did a vague full body. That's awful.
That's awful. What? Something perturbed you.
I did a sketch full body that I legally can't show on stream. That's not Twitch friendly.
I see. I've also done some of those.
That's a full body, but that's a mermaid. Most of my full bodies are mermaids.
Okay, that makes sense because mermaids are fun to draw full body. It's not as fun to draw a mermaid just as the headshot.
You forget that I just don't draw a lot.
I guess it's weird because in my brain I'm like, yeah, Reese does art, and like
I do.
You do art. It's just
like
you're not like, yeah, you're like capable of doing art. You're just not like doing it all the time.
It's not I don't got time.
Yeah.
But I don't really trace anything because I pretty much only draw headshots.
That makes sense then. I find myself tracing a lot for like really, really complicated poses or really, really simple like headshot poses. Because something I for some reason struggle with is making a headshot look interesting. Like not like a just a headshot where you're just like drawing the character, but when you're doing like just bust up of a character, like I like have to like fight for my life to not draw like completely straight on face forward square like identical shoulders like I'm using like a fucking mirror. Like it's like I have difficulty like, you know, give them turn to the side a little bit and like one shoulder's higher than the other and tilt their head a little bit. Like I don't know why like I struggle to like make that look natural. Admittedly, I struggle making any of my poses look natural, but
yeah, nothing I draw ever looks natural. It's pretty yucky.
I think that's my biggest shortcoming is just that like I don't know how to make art look like look like it's supposed to be doing whatever the fuck it's doing. I don't know. I've got to like art. Is this which Sleeping at Last one is this? It is. I was gonna say it's Reese's. This is 5. It's you. Because yours is the one that sounds like space.
What?
Your Sleeping at Last song. The one's based off of Enneagrams.
I don't remember. I think mine's 5.
Mm-hmm. Yours is 5 because yours sounds like space. That's how I remember yours.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Your Enneagram or the song?
Oh, the song. Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't remember how it sounded.
It sounds like space.
Well, that's fitting.
Exactly.
I say as if anything I do is related to space.
I don't know what you mean. Reese is made of 2 things: space and planes in space.
Space, planes that go in space and planes that don't. That's all I got.
Planes in space and planes not in space. I can do a dynamic 3/4 pose, but ask me to do a basic dead on or a side view, and I'm floundering. Like face forward is like what I feel like most artists learn first. Is just like you like when Reese, were you in call when we were trying to teach Wicked how to draw faces?
No.
It's such an experience trying to teach like okay, I'm gonna try to say this in like a way that makes sense and doesn't sound mean, but like trying to teach art, like the basics, very beginning how to draw, to like a full-grown adult is such a different experience, because normally when you're learning like how do you draw a face, you normally learn that like early like elementary school, middle school era. If you're like, oh, I want to get into drawing, that's when you start learning those tutorials. So trying to like sit down and learn at like 25, 26, 27 of like, you know, draw a circle and like bisect it in these ways, and then draw like trying to learn like the proportions of a face. It's so weird and so hard to try and start a skill at like the quarter point of your life.
Yeah.
But I also think it's fun and it's cool, and everybody should do it. Everybody should start picking up skills. Guys, go learn a skill right now, or I'll kill you. Right now. I gotta figure out how pants work. Yeah. Okay, I've got to figure out. I don't know if you would see his nose or anything from this view. I'm guessing you wouldn't. Like maybe like, I don't think so. This is like the back of his ear. You wouldn't see facial features if you're looking at the back of somebody's ear.
Not really, no, except for the jaw and maybe the very tip of the nose.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, is like if the tip of the nose, the tip of the nose would be like here. But I just don't think I need to like. No, that looks good. I like having that. Okay, I'll leave that, because then I can leave. And that's gonna get covered up anyways by blood and gore. I'm not late at all. Hi, Pio. Trying to learn drums. Gotta get the hard rock metal alternative mix. There you go. I wish I learned drums. My mom played drums in high school. This still just like looks like an adult. I'm like really trying to figure out how the fuck to make this look like a child. He also is like, he's thin, but not like, I mean, he's a skinny little dude. Fucking twig of an 8-year-old. I've done 2.5 storyboards. Time for Smash. There you go. Back's aching. I can do that. And a hydrate. All right, fine. Ugh. My joints. Oh, I haven't gotten a chance to talk about why I titled the stream "Do We Have Free Will?" Chad, I was learning about psychology things today, and psychology says we may or may not have free will, which is a hell of a topic. But there's like a science to it, and I was really interested in it. And it's actually less about free will. It's not really free will at all. That's kind of like what they're talking about it in the context of, but I don't. When you start talking about it, it doesn't sound like you're talking about free will at all. It's it's late enough at night for me to start psychology talk, because psychology and science is cool. But there's a thing that happens with people who have like grand mal seizures or whatever, where like your brain sees this out, and one of the ways that they tried to fix that years ago when they were still doing lobotomies and like trying to cut the brain up and see what it did, is they would cut the corpus callosum. And the corpus callosum is like the bundle of nerve fibers that connects the two halves of your brain, right? So you have like two halves of your brain, the left and the right hemisphere. And the left side of your brain controls the right side of your body, and the right side of your brain controls the left side of your body. And also there's like certain things that are only in certain sides of the body. Like the left side of the body the left side of the brain has the language cortex. So like the right side of your brain cannot produce language. Like it's just like they do different things, and then they communicate with the corpus callosum. And to stop the grand mal seizures from affecting both sides of the brain, they would just snip the corpus callosum. They just like snip it. So then the two sides of the brain can't communicate, which like is fine. You can still do everything. That's like the surprising part, is like it's fine. The brain just doesn't need to do that. Like it is totally fine to not need that. But the problem comes in when the two sides need to communicate and can't. And like sometimes like people who had their corpus callosum cut, they would like they would be doing something, and like with their right hand or whatever, and then their left hand would just start doing something like not of their choice. Like their left hand would like reach out and grab something, or like start drawing something, and they'd have like no control over it or like understanding as to why they did it, which is super weird, because it was kind of like the strange conclusion of like, we have two different sides of our brain, which is both of which are capable of making decisions and causing our body to do things, and we're not always controlling both of them. If we've severed that connection, it's possible to only be in control of one at a time, which is a weird thing to try to figure out, that you've just got like it's possible for a part of your brain to just do whatever the fuck it wants. So there's that. But it's also the more interesting part of it is they would I'm not gonna get too deep into trying to explain the physical reason of this, but kind of like your body and your brain are crossed, like left side controls right side controls left side. It's also true for your eyes, but in like the visual field of your eyes. So like, hang on, I'm gonna I don't know if anybody in chat cares about this, but I'm gonna explain it. So here's your eyes, right? And both of your eyes go to your brain. Here's your brain. This is a horrible drawing. This looks like a snail. And then this is your field of vision, right? So your field of vision works like this. This is your right side field of vision. And that both of the right sides of your field of vision come in, meet in the center, and then go to the left side of your brain. And then the left side of your vision, right? The left visual view of your vision from both eyes meet in the center of your brain, and then go to the right side of your brain. So it's also flipped, but it's not like left eye, right brain, right eye, left brain. It's just like everything on the left side of both eyes of vision go to the right side of your brain, and then the right side of both fields of view go to the left side of your brain. So it's like, it's complicated. But the best way to picture it is if you're looking at my screen right now, right? If you're watching stream at the moment, look at me, like look at my face. Now the drawing is in the right side of your field of vision, which means if you're focusing on my face, only your right field of view is seeing the drawing over there, which means only the left side of your brain is able to see the drawing. The right side of your brain isn't seeing the drawing at all because it's only your left side of view. That's the best way to explain it. And the interesting thing about that then is if we show something to the right side of your field of view, which means only the left side of your brain sees it, it's able to communicate what it is. It can say, that's a drawing, that's a shark, that's a child, whatever. If you show something to the left side of your field of view and it goes to the right side of your brain, it will not be able to tell you what it is. You'll see it visually, but you will not be able to say what it is or communicate that you saw anything at all because you don't have the language section of your brain to communicate it. So because your right side of your brain understands that it saw it, but your language can't communicate with it, you will say that you didn't see anything because your language center of your brain isn't able to communicate that you saw anything. So you will literally say, I didn't see anything, but even though the right side of your brain did. But press it one further. If you put something in the right side of the visual view, so the left side, the left side of the view, so the right side gets it, the side that cannot communicate it verbally, but the right side of your brain is in control of creative processes like art. You can, what they found out through an experiment is if you put an image of a bike on somebody's left side of view, so it goes to the right side of their brain, they will verbally say, I did not see anything. When given the instructions, tell me what you saw and draw a picture of it, they will verbally say, I did not see anything, and their left hand will draw a bike. Like, without their understanding of why they're drawing a bike, their left hand will draw a bike when told, draw what you see. Despite the fact that they are verbally saying, I didn't see anything, and they don't know why they're drawing a bike, because their brain can't communicate that they saw it, but it can tell, the right side of the brain can tell the left side of the body to draw a bike. That is just fucking insane. Like, it's actually insane. Like, it literally changes the way that I think about everything, because the one of the things about that, then, if you process that past just the trippy explanation of science, right, is that the brain did another really, really interesting thing, right? So they did an experiment where they gave them colored pencils. Sorry, I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna stop drawing for a second and just talk. So they did an experiment where they did the same thing. They put a picture of a banana on the right side so that you could see it, and the left side got it and was like, that's a banana, and was able to communicate it. And then they put the color red on the left side so that the right side of the brain knew the color red but couldn't communicate the color red, right? Because it's trapped in the right side. You have no language on the right side, so you couldn't communicate it, but it knew the color red. And they would say, draw me the fruit that I show you, and like pick like the color or whatever, and like out of like colored pencils, and they would draw a banana with the red colored pencil. And when asked, why did you choose to draw it in red, the person would explain, oh, well, I drew it in red because it was the closest colored pencil to me, or because it was my favorite color, and I knew you would understand it's a banana. The language side of the brain will make up a reasonable excuse. It will form its own logic to tell it why it chose this thing, even when it was a subconscious process in the other side of the brain that did it for a different reason. Like, genuinely insane shit. Same thing with if they showed a picture of a snow scene and a picture of a chicken to the two sides of the brain, right? The side of the brain that could communicate language was shown a chicken, and the side of the brain that can't communicate language was shown a snow scene. And so when it was told to pick images that applied to the chicken or to what they saw, they picked a chicken, an egg, and a shovel. A shovel for the snow scene, because the brain was like, yeah, of course, a shovel for the snow scene. Except the language side of the world explained, well, because you would need a shovel to shovel at the chicken's coop. Your brain is capable of making up logical explanations for subconscious processes in the brain that aren't true. That's what you're learning you're capable of, which also means that that's what we're doing all the time. Your brain makes up logic and convinces itself it's true to connect pieces of information that it wouldn't otherwise understand. The best example of that in like your day-to-day life is if you've ever like broken somebody's trust or betrayed somebody or like lied to somebody or, you know, did something wrong to somebody, you get this real feeling of being really upset at them, like angry at them, despite the fact that you had hurt them, because your brain is just associating there is this person, and when I think about this person, there is this bad feeling. This person must have done something bad. You get this sense of like anger and resentment towards the person, despite you being the person who had hurt them. Like it's your brain making logical fallacies at itself. It's crazy. And this like leads into like an entire subsection of psychology of like, are we even capable of understanding our brain's own processes? Like how much of our experience in life is our brain lying to us? Like it's crazy. It's ridiculous what the brain is capable of just doing and deciding. And it's the same reason that it's hard to get out of like negative feedback loops in your head, because when you start to tell yourself things enough, your brain will start to actively truly believe the thing, and it'll only compound against itself. And the reverse is capable, but it's harder because it has to be intentional. Negative feedback loops are subconscious. If you're like, God, I'm the worst at this. God, I'm the worst at this. God, I'm the worst at this. Your brain is like, God, you're the worst at this. And you have to make an active conscious rather than subconscious choice to verbally like express, I am good at this. I am capable of doing this, to reverse the process and create a positive feedback loop, which is a lot harder to do because it feels like lying to yourself, but it's not, because your brain is the one lying to yourself about why you're bad at the thing. It's so using your brain to try to understand how the brain works feels like I'm doing something wrong. Also, it feels like my brain is gonna melt. Anyways, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, do some research into the split brain experiments. Very cool. They're corpus callosumectomies or whatever, because it's a corpus callosumectomy. It chop the brain, slice the brain in half. Anyways, that's what I had to say about brains today. I've got brains on the brain, man. The only thing I know about brain is the one Bo Burnham song. I am the left brain, I am the left brain, I work really hard to my inevitable death brain. Which is, I mean, still kind of accurate. Didn't the brain technically name the brain the brain? Yeah, technically. But so did the brain also did everything else. The brain named everything. When my sister gets home, yeah. I love psychology is fun. Psychology do be cool. I'm trying this boy's stupid ripped jeans, or just ripped shorts. His stupid knobby knees. I'm trying to like figure out how to draw a kid's leg without it being like too comedically skinny. Like obviously I want to make it shorter too, I guess. I'm just trying to make him look like a child. I don't know why it's so hard. It's trippy as fuck. Yeah, dude, brains are my brain left the room. No, I feel you, trust me. My brain tends to leave the room. All right, let's see if I can do. Oh, I know lots of people simply don't like psychology experiments like that because they get like, I don't know what the proper word for it is, but they some people just don't like them, and like that's totally valid. I just like, I love anything that like makes me stop and think about like, how does that work? How does anything work? Do I have free will? I don't know. Maybe. But I'm also one of those people who like I'm one of those people who like whenever somebody is like, what if we actually don't have free will? My first answer is like, why would it matter? Because like it doesn't change the way we currently experience life. Our perception of the world wouldn't change if we were suddenly told like, yeah, sorry, you don't have free will. Like all of the future and fate is already like predetermined and it doesn't matter. Like whatever you do is already planned out and going to happen. Knowing that piece of information wouldn't change anything. Everything would stay the same if it's all predetermined and locked already. Us finding out wouldn't change anything. And also like it wouldn't matter. Like it wouldn't change the way anybody lived because we still have to live and experience the thing. Like if you're like, oh, but if I don't have free will, then why would I work so hard to try to get this thing? It's because like, well, because it's already predetermined that you would work super hard and would get the thing. There's no like, well, if I didn't have free will, I just wouldn't work as hard and the thing would still happen. No, because then that would have been the fate determined thing already. Fate would have already determined the fact that you would give up. Like if you were going to work really hard and succeed at the thing, that was already determined. And or nothing's determined and none of it matters. I don't know. Science or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm you may be plain autism. I am psychology and anatomy autism some days. Most days. I've got a problem. This torso is not child. This torso needs to be shortened significantly. Have less torso, please. I also need to pull this kid's pants up. Come on, kid. This still doesn't look like a kid. I can't figure out. I don't know what I'm doing. This is not how children work. This isn't how pants work either. I can't for the life of me. I mean, maybe it's just... Because, like, the body, that's the back, that's the waist, those are hips. Like, you would have hips there, but, like, that feels like there's too much hip showing for a child. This is why I don't draw kids! Pants are giving caveman? I mean, that's accurate. That is accurate. I do believe that the part of the brain that communicates between the two hemispheres, I forgot what it's called, deteriorator, was surgically cut to keep the man alive. Forgot what exactly. Yeah, the experiment you're talking about it's the split brain experiment. And it's the corpus callosum, which is the part of the brain that connects them. And it was surgically cut to stop him from having grand mal seizures. That is why, because if the corpus callosum is cut, only one hemisphere of the brain can have a seizure at a time. It was supposed to be a way to stop. It was a severe last resort epilepsy treatment, is what it was. I couldn't parse what was going on in the head in the ref. You're drawing and scratching an itch related to that. Yeah, it definitely, this feels a little bit easier to read the head situation. But like without being able to see the head, it's so hard to communicate. Like this is a child. This is child shaped. This is as close as I'm gonna get. Is just making him look scrawny. I can't really do much more than that. Oh God, I don't know how to draw a foot from this angle. Ooh, actually, what side of the foot is that? Inside of the foot? So yeah, you do have the ankle bone. Oh, Christ. and the big toes on top. That's not right. Oh, hello, and thank you for the follow. That's not how feet work. Thank you, Cake King Cool. Thank you for the follow. Welcome home, my name is Xander. I'm desperately trying to figure out how to draw a foot from this angle. None of this is correct. That's like kind of correct. Why is Nickelback playing? All of my lowest points in my life have been met by Nickelback. That is a very poorly drawn foot. Oh, Christ. You know what? I don't want to talk about it. It's fine. That is just not how feet work, and I don't want to talk about it. I will have to get a foot reference later. I learned how to draw feet before I learned how to draw hands. Alex, I think that says something about you. How often are you drawing bare feet, huh? I don't understand how to make a foot. You know what? That's just gonna be the foot for right now, and I'm gonna not care. And then this one, the big toe is down. So that means all of the other toes are gonna be stacked on top. Pinky toe. And then big toe there. Dog's out and barking. That foot is so long. Chill with the dogs, man. Why do I make my heels so big? Okay, this is not good. Oh, the legs are so little in comparison to the body. I don't know what I've done. This wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't trying to draw him like he was 8. But I'm unfortunately trying to do that. Okay, I think one of my major issues is... Good lord, I'm not sure what's going on here. Pio is continuing the gifted sub they got from Oblivion. Well, thank you, Pio. Thank you for their continued sub. Just because I can, also deal. Woo. I have kid-sized feet if you need that. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you to not send me pictures of your feet. Please, no. That's just not something I can start having. I just don't want that from anybody. Okay, first of all, that leg too long. That's problem number 1. Secondly, this entire leg this whole leg is being viewed at the wrong angle. See, and this is where my instinct is. I can't figure out where everything here is drawn incorrectly. This is where I want to go grab the reference and overlay it and figure out what I'm doing wrong, which I'm gonna do because that's something I'm allowed to do. So here, oh no, don't do that. Stare at my face for a moment while I go grab the reference, because I need to figure out. I can't replicate what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna put the two poses over each other. And we are gonna figure out what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Okay. So. Insert that pose. Now, obviously, some things are going to be wrong simply based off of the fact that I'm trying to make him skinnier and shorter. Okay. Oop. Put that there. Okay. We're going to turn our entire... Actually, we're going to turn my drawing blue so that we can see my work. And then red is going to be us correcting things, because that is how I do this. So first off, let's line these bad boys up. See, we have some major issues here. So first, let's try to like... That's probably as close to like lined up as we're gonna get. Okay. So first off is just a general sizing issue. Okay. So in terms of lines that are really, really off. So I started the chest way too far up the hand. First off, I've made my hand quite a bit smaller, and my head a little bit too high. The head should be dropped more. The whole head is like up by too far by like an inch in both directions, so that should be moved down. The chest is way too high up, and also I did not make nearly a significant enough curve. I've got his ass just in the air. Hand needs to be bigger by like a good portion of it. This knee is so far from where it should be. This thigh is much thinner, which again, I tried to make it a little bit more childlike, but this is like too extreme. Bottom of the foot is way off. The ass should be all the way down here, but it's this that should be down here. The back arch goes like this, and the chest goes here. That is significantly different than what I have. And then one of the things I want to make sure I focus on in this is the angle of this leg. So I'm going to draw like the wrinkles in. And then this is like the ankle. This is where I'm like just sketching in like the shapes. Ankle. Okay, so the top half was fine. The lower half is where we really have some problems. Yeah, these shapes are nowhere near similar. He kind of just looks smaller. Yeah, so it's the torso that's really the worst part. So let's take the head. Head needs to be moved down to about there. The head was like perfectly proportioned, but just too high up. I'm going to liquefy tool because liquefy is our friend. Liquefy is a friend, not a foe. And just push that shoulder down a little bit. Same thing with this whole torso. Push that whole torso down into the correct shape. And I will fix the lines later. Now, this is, I think, is probably where I had my biggest issue, is there. In realizing that I really underestimated the size of the barrel of the chest. The chest goes down here. So the twist is significantly different. Okay. Back to liquefy tooling. All of this needs to kind of grow. I'm just going to kind of shape most of this into like close to the correct shape, and then I'll fuck around with the actual lines later. Like this just needs to be sized up in general. And I can play with sizing again in a minute. Oop. That whole foot needs to be redrawn, but whatever. But like something similar to that. Don't look at that foot. That's just awful. Something like this. Stack those toes. Except the toes would not be stacked that way. They'd be stacked the other way because of the perspective. Or something like that. And then foot. And this whole angle is off. Okay. Despite the fact that those feet look worse, I need to redraw the feet and the legs in general because I've really screwed with the lines. I feel like the perspective is closer to what it should be. But again, he's a kid, so I'm gonna make this a little bit more extreme. And kind of like smooth all that out. Okay. And then same thing with like, I'm gonna shorten these up just a little bit. Because we were trying to make it slightly childlike, but like not like comical. But feet are smaller than shoes are, so this makes sense. This is just an awfully drawn toe. This is just an awfully drawn foot. Also, he doesn't have the correct number of toes. The day I draw him with not the right amount of toes is the day I have to retire. Something like that. I don't fucking know how feet are drawn. For somebody who draws so many goddamn feet, I really don't know how to draw fucking feet, man. Okay, and then the other thing was really making sure we get the shape of these pants correct because of the angle that he's laying at.
Get dominated.
I will get dominated.
Would you look at that?
I will. Cheerio, thank you for the resub. How's vacation going? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I'm trying so hard to draw right now, and I'm suffering just a little bit. This is what I'm trying to like replicate. Something like that. That's like the closest I've gotten. And then he's also got like really unfortunate shackles on his wrist because he's in a child fighting ring. In my head, he's got arms and legs, but I know his art doesn't have that. Or his skin, like his Minecraft skin doesn't have that, but that doesn't mean I can't draw it. I'm allowed to draw whatever I want. It's my Minecraft fan art. Okay. And then this muscle needs to chill out. He does not have the calves of a god. And then that's kind of it. It's kind of a drawing. Something like that. There we go. That's like as close as we're gonna get for like a drawing of him. Proportion looks much better. See, and honestly, that is what I should be using tracing for, is just making like those kind of adjustments post, like already trying it myself. Listen, this is a really complicated pose. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm unhappy with both of these feet, but this is just where we're at. And then this is gonna get moved. This foot, it really needs to get something about it figured out. I think it's just that I think that's my main issue, is this foot is not angled properly. Okay, hang on. These leg proportions are what are really screwing me over. That's where the foot needs to be. I think that's closer to the correct, but this is the tops of the toes. Like, that's the toe tips. Like, you would see like the top of his toe. I don't know how to draw this angle. This is just such a distinct toe angle. You would like see not the top of his foot, but like it's just not something I know how to draw. Because like you would see too much of the foot in every angle. That's not right. I legit am gonna get a photo of my own fucking foot, like, later and figure this out, because you would be seeing, like, the top of his toe. But, like, not, like, the actual top of his toe. I just don't understand how to, like... I don't know. That's, like, the closest I can get. When I saw the pose, I thought I was gonna die. Yeah, there's a lot happening. So anyways, this is like kind of the pose we're in. That's like kind of the pose. And now I feel like this foot is a little too close and a little too small. What is this nightmare I'm living in? I picked myself the hardest thing I've ever drawn. Anyways, this is I like this part of the drawing. Everything else is awful. I can't tell which foot is too small and which one's too big. Like one of these feet is wrong, but I can't tell which. Or maybe they're both wrong in slightly different proportions. I don't really know. But there's our little child Xander. I can turn this back into like a mostly black line art. And now we're gonna try to color this little bastard. But specifically with anything other than my lining brushes or my airbrushes. I'm not permitted to use either of those. I've used the gouache brush pretty often. I don't mind the gouache. I don't mind gouaching it up. Oh, I forgot to draw this bitch's horns. I forgot this fucking loser has horns. How in hell's name am I supposed to put horns on this whore? Oh, Christ. Christ and his many small bicycles. What am I supposed to do about this? He would have, his horn would be like, his horns were littler when he was little. They would just be like here. He had little horns when he was a little kid, okay? All the other kids made fun of him. He had little horns. It's close enough. Bam. Horns included. Forgot I needed that. I also want to add like because he was mid-fight. So he's gonna have those, and he's gonna have the little the little dagger they give him. And the little daggers they're supposed to fight with. Except he's horrible at it and doesn't know how to use it. So he's probably got quite a few cuts somewhere. He was trying to like defend himself. And maybe like just a couple like little like, he's gonna have these are like all roughed up. He's not having a good time. He's having a bad experience. Okay. Now we can attempt to paint. Like I said, I've used the gouache, which makes like a fun texture. But it's hard to like get like the base color down. I don't like that. Okay, I can just like get base color down with this. Because this just needs to be colored in. I'm essentially just doing the paint bucket fill in this. But then the real question is how to do colors with this shit. I'm fairly press the blame and claim it was generational predisposition, just information. Like, don't look at me. I wasn't even conceived when the scene became operational. I'm a poser. You said it yourself. Don't expect me not to pose when the cameras come out. Now you're with us and looking out for yourself. And I'm on the up and up, but I'm on the up and out. Okay. Choosing to attempt to do art today was really a choice. I don't know why I have chosen to subject myself this way. I've lost Reese to the planes of the existence. I'm not sure where they've gone.
I'm chilling.
Oh, you're just vibing over there?
Yeah, I'm doing a puzzle right now.
Ooh, puzzle. Different. I have no idea what I'm doing, but this is fine. I'm just doing things. You know, I tried to like try a slightly more like expressive, like brush strokey, like messy, like I don't know, like where it's kind of like you can see all the brush strokes and it's very like messy. I tried doing that style forever ago when we were doing those character swaps that we did, me, you, and Cyrena did, where we each like drew each other's OCs.
Yeah.
When I did the finished color version of mine of Black Star, I did her like super messy. I'm gonna like go pull it up really quickly. I did this like super messy and like just like super expressive, and like I was still learning how to do it, so like the skin looks like a hot mess. Like I just have like the whole thing is a hot mess, but it's very like it's very messy, and like I didn't use the airbrush at all. I was just like really trying something kind of new, and I had like a lot of fun with it, and I thought it was cool, but I definitely needed to like learn how to do this so it didn't just look like messy, because it does just look messy in the way that I did it. And I don't even have like Emily's finished one for like a reference, unfortunately. I was gonna see if I had Emily's finished version, but I'm sure it's somewhere I could grab. But when I finished it, I was like really excited about them when I went home, and so I showed them to my mom. And when I showed her, I was like, yeah, this is like Reese's done, and then like this is my version of Reese's, and this is Emily's done, this is my version of Emily, or Reese's version of Emily's, and then this is mine done, an Emily version of mine. When I showed her my colored version of Black Star, she didn't like it like at all. She's like, why does she look dirty? Like she looks awful. And I was like, I was just trying something. I don't know. She's like, she just looks like dirty. Like it looks like it's like just scribbled on. And then I showed her Emily's version of mine, which was like obviously like Emily's style is very clean and very polished. And she's like, there's the OC, or there's my girl is what she said, because I've been drawing Black Star my entire life. And she's like, there's my girl, there she is, that's how she's supposed to look. And I was like, okay, never mind, sorry. It was just my mom liking Emily's version of my OC better. I was just like, I can't do this. And
That's brutal.
my mom is honest if anything. And she didn't, she didn't mean any harm to it. I fear I get some of my tendencies from my mother, or some of the my communication abilities from my mother, where she just says things honestly before thinking about them. Like I remember when I showed her my self-portrait, like 2 self-portraits ago, when I did like the one of like my half black half green hair, and I was kind of like turned like looking down at the camera. I can pull it up. So chat knows what the fuck I'm talking about. I actually don't even know where this one would be. It'd probably be in the old art. Yes, this one. I showed her this one, which is when I was really, really into lineless art. And like, I don't know, I was really into lineless, and I was trying to figure out how to do lineless and make it look clean, and like how to like define shadows and stuff. And it was a difficult like angle I was trying to draw it. I was just working off of like a picture of myself, and like trying not to trace it all. Like the whole rule was just like do it 100% by hand. So I couldn't like reference the angles or the poses or whatever. So like this took a lot of like doing and redoing and undoing and redoing and undoing, just like constantly. And like one of the first things she said is, "What's wrong with your nose?" And I was just like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "I don't know. It's just the angle. Like it's just," and like I was really proud of making that nose look like semi 3-dimensional. And she's like, "What's wrong with your nose?" And I was like, "I can't do this, man." But yeah, art's rough, and my own mother's opinions of my art is even rougher. I have 4 self-portraits of myself. I have this one, whereas my trans one. I've got my red hair one, where I was really into lineless art. I've got the green haired one, where I was really into lineless art. And then I have the one I can't show on Twitch, which is on my Instagram if people want to see it. Me when you liked Emily's Sim of Olive more than my Sim of Olive. I'm joking. Okay, you just didn't like the eyes I used, but that's literally the only reason I was sad about it. Not serious. I know we were talking about this the other day. Yeah, I promise I liked your Sim. I did like your Sim. I even liked the eyes. I just had a weird uncanny valley reaction to them because they were hyper realistic and they freaked me out for a second. I was like, oh. I promise I like your Sims. /Jen. Spiral to extinction, and we know we're fucked, 'cause you can't spell out violence without us. Just got like heavy metal just chilling in my ears. See, and this is where like I'm not sure how to color like this, because it looks, I mean it looks messy, but like I don't know if it looks bad. It just looks like I don't know. I mean, give him his shorts. There you go. It's like I need access to a brush that I can just color this in with. But I'm not allowed to use my line art brushes or my smooth my air brushes. That's like my one law. Boop. Okay. Like I can do like rough shading like this, but then it just ends up looking messy. Which I guess is kind of the point if it's supposed to be like messy, like expressive. I don't know. I don't want stripes, that's wrong. Like that doesn't look, I don't know. I think because it goes like not all the way to the line art, and then just the words meow 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 meow. Why are you meowing? What happened?
Meow 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 meow.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Rotten was like, I think because it not go all the way to the line art. Meow 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 meow. And then several cat emojis. Rotten went full cat. Rotten gave a single piece of advice and then went full cat. But
Honestly, you know what? You do you.
hey, you know what? Whatever gets you through the day. Meow. I just felt immediate rejection. I was sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ollie. I promise I will be kinder to your Sims. I literally have to keep a tamper on that, because I communicate whoa, I'm having a stroke. I communicate like my mother. I think because I am my mother's kid, that I communicate in just the horrible honesty. Just the first thought in my head is the first word out of my mouth. Or if I don't like something, like Reese, did Emily tell you that she was trying on all of her clothes in her closet, and we were like going through and like getting rid of clothes, and I was like helping her decide which ones to get rid of? Cause like we were doing that. We were trying on her whole closet, and there was a specific sweater that she put on, and the first words out of my mouth were awful.
Oh.
Which luckily she agreed. We were all on the same page. And I'm very conscious of like when people are trying on clothes, I'll be like, oh, it could go either way. How do you feel about it? And like fully lean whatever direction they're like, oh, I think it looks good. I'm like, I so agree. Like, I'm very like, unless you sit me down of like, I need an honest opinion. I can't tell if I love this or hate this. Does this look bad? Like then I'll be honest with you. But I try to just give people like, you know, if you like how it looks on you, I'm gonna lean that way with you. But like she put it on and she turned around and she showed me. I was like, awful. And she just like burst out laughing because it was like just a horrible, like, it wasn't okay, I'm gonna be real with you, it wasn't a horrible sweater at all. It was a cute sweater. It's just that it was super oversized, like down to like mid thigh, and like the sleeves were too big, and it was like had like a crisscross open in the back that just like made me immediately think of like 2012. And she did admit it was an old sweater of hers that she hasn't worn since like high school. And she's like, it's not good either. And I was like, it's not even a bad sweater. It's a cute sweater, unironically. It's just so outside of what I'm used to see her wearing. Like, she has like such nice, like curated outfits every time she gets dressed, that seeing her like throw on a sweater that looks like it's from like the clearance section of Kohl's, and like that would not be styled with anything. I was just like, what happened? Like, it was just like, I did not control the thoughts in my head, and I just let them out. And that was immediately like, I'm so sorry. I should have like any level of control over my thoughts, but I just words come spewing out of me. I also decided I need to learn to start desaturating my art because I need to stop coloring in fucking neons.
The neons are fun.
Neons are fun. It's just my art doesn't look the way I want it to look. And when I go and like look at like, you know, I have like a little Pinterest board of like art I want my art to look like, smiley face, like art that I aspire to look like. And then I look through all of them. None of them are neon. None of them are neon. They're all like desaturated arts. And I was like, if I like those, my art is not doing that. I need to like lean that way a little bit. But like, it just, my instincts are just such high saturation. Everything is like saturation level 1000. I've got to like pull back just like slightly. Like Xander's hair doesn't need to be physically blinding. This is kind of fun looking. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but hey man, what did neons do to you? Sorry, Cyber, I'm sorry. Specifically Cyber, who I know works exclusively in neons. Neons did nothing to me. It's just that like this color, like this neon ass saturation, it doesn't give the energy to my art that I want it to. And I fear that I use it like I use my lighting, which is just like bright, pretty color, look good, and then the art can be bad if the color is good, but I've realized that my colors don't look good with the art that I'm doing. If I'm trying to do like dark, dingy, like intense, like looking scenes, it does not help me or anybody involved to have neon yellow in the middle of it. I gotta like be aware of what I'm trying to like portray or fucking whatever. I forgot to draw the fucking shackle on his other ankle. I gotta go do that. That needs to be darker because the background says so. I promise, Cyber, I like your neons quite a lot. I gotta lean away from them myself because it's just not what I'm trying to do. It's not in my best interest. Okay. Paint. Gotta want to. See, and then I do a little shine on these. Okay, and then I just gotta get like some red going on. See, and this is where like the saturation can come in and get all saturated on me. I'm gonna see what's gonna be the best for like blood. Probably that. 'Cause these are all active cuts. These are not scars. These are like you are actively in a fight. Like these are like scrapes. Eh. This dude's not having a good day. Tara just beat the living shit out of him. Not that she wanted to, but unfortunately. Xander, what was the moldable plastic called? It's like Safely First. Safely First moldable plastic, I believe is what it's called. What should I draw? Ocean blue, that one purple, unless used nicely. Everyone's least favorite color? I think I've made my statement before that my least favorite color is chartreuse, but I think that's mostly for a bit. Let me relook up chartreuse. Chartreuse. Yeah, I'm still not a big fan of it. Honestly, actually, I kind of like it. It's not bad. I think chartreuse has grown on me. I used to, as a bit, say that I hated chartreuse because people didn't know I had such strong opinions on a color that nobody knows. But honestly, it's kind of grown on me. I kind of like chartreuse. It's kind of a pretty color. I don't know what my least favorite color would be. Maybe like... I don't know. I guess like orange? No, because there's some oranges I like. I don't know if I have a least favorite color. Because like I like red for like the very like powerful, like very bright. Orange is fine. I really like it for like radiation based stuff. Yellow I love. Green I love. Blue I also love, especially because it's got like the very like watery, very sky, very like nature. Purple obviously is like baked into my life. I'm surrounded by purple. I love pink. Like I'm pretty horrible. I love fucking everything. There's not a color I can think of that I'm like, God, I hate that color. I'm sticking to neon yellow, literal piss color, unless it's used for gold rendering. I'm gonna be honest, ma'am. If your piss is neon yellow or gold, you have concerns. If you're ever pissing in neons, I need you to talk to somebody. This is like... I'm trying to like convey all the blood that's down here because there's a lot of blood happening. Do like little like drippies. Cool. Okay. And there's no blood on his knife because he doesn't know how to fucking use a knife. Rip neons, and by association, my art. I love neons. I feel like I have favorite shades more than favorite colors. And the same goes for least favorite, I guess. Like either soft pastel colors or dark, rich, muted colors. Don't like super bright neons, TBH. Which is why Ollie hates everything that I do, is because it's all neon / J. That's why. Now we know the truth. Ollie hates me and my neon colors. Yeah, I hate everything you do, exactly. One of the recommendation uses for products is literally tooth crafting. Tooth creation. Yeah, it literally is. That's why I can make tooths out of it. Well, I mean, I guess this is kind of just, that's kind of just Pit, Xander. I guess I'm gonna add like a little bit of background. And then do like because that's like the wall. I was gonna try to do like the wall in like the blocks because I imagine it like there's like brick blocks. I don't know how to portray this. Like there's brick blocks. And then I gotta give him like a shadow, I guess. And then give the little knife a shadow so there's like a physical ground it's sitting on. There. And then I'm just gonna add this is where I can start being funky with my tools. And like take these and like really just like womp 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 womp. And then something like that. And then I like to do like a And then we'll do like this. Gouache. When I have a majoritarily dark scene, rather than like painting shadows in, I have a tendency to just put a big old multiply layer on and then just erase out like some of like the lightest parts, because that seems to be easier for me. Because then you just get like a really harsh like highlight on where like the light is. Rather than like having to like shade the entire leg. I can just like add like a highlight on like where the light is hitting. It just seems like it makes more sense in my head. Oop, not too harsh. Little light on the ear. It's gonna be like one of the harshest. That's like kind of all I do. This is definitely a not the way I normally draw. This is something though. There's something. And then sometimes I'll do like, because that just really darkens us a little bit. I might even do like a little bit of a this kind of just helps tone everything. And then you've got like some kind of art. It's kind of a mess. This is like, I know it's like fully drawn and colored and shaded, but this just, it feels like a sketch to me because it just feels unfinished. But like, it's definitely something. It's something new. It's a new style. I just want to like, I keep wanting, I want to try new things. Moms, boys will be boys. The kid literally dying in a pit. Yeah, boys will be boys, man. Okay. Only thing I want to do is I've been trying to do thinner inner outline, thinner inner. Yeah, thinner outlines on the inside and thicker lines on the outside. That's something I want to kind of try to lean into, because I like the look of that. Also, I should probably color in the lines. Some cringe. Come on, man. I guess you won't notice it much in this one if the inner lines are thin and the outer lines are thick, because it's such a dark drawing. But I like the look of those, like, I did that on my most recent commission I did, where I like kept the outest most line like really thick, but everything else was like a little bit thinner. But like this one's pretty messy in general, so it may just be thick in general. It may just be a thick boy, and there's just nothing I can really do about that. Baby, I'm not holding out, I'm just holding out. Like, I just want to, like, thicken some of these. I don't know. It's just, I think it looks cool. Like, if this is thin. I hope you guys kind of know what I'm going for here. Like, all of these should be nice and thin. Because that feels like a little bit more... It keeps that, like, cleaner. Jesus Christ. Xander, color inside the lines challenge. I guess I was just kind of like scribbling this on. See, now I'm trying to make it too clean. I just gotta let it be dirty. Just gotta let it be messy. And then what I do is I take this and drag it down here. Duplicate that. Combine those. Get rid of this. Freehand or automatic select everything. Feather. And then I feathered too much. He's too intense. Too intense. But like that's like kind of the there. I don't know. That's something. That's kind of a drawing. That's cool. I never planned on drawing the. Oh yeah, the belly button line is fucking crazy thick. Listen, he's just got a really pronounced belly button. Yeah, chill out, brother. His belly button's also huge. Can we chill out with that? What in the belly button is happening right now, dude? Chill. That doesn't look like a belly button at all. I don't know what's happening. Whatever, close enough. Anyways. So glad I spent the 2k points making you respin. Yeah, because otherwise we would have had to draw Jace, and that nobody here knows or cares about Jace. And I just drew him. Okay, listen, I'll excuse a lot of songs, but I'll Walk by Bucky Covington is just not happening right now. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Glad you respawned and got Xander so I could give you lore art, I guess. I didn't expect to be doing lore art today. It's sure something. It's not my usual style, but it is fun. It's so cool. It is very cool. You know, I thought I was hoping I shouldn't say I was. I'm still hoping as you guys actually get to see the lore that eventually you guys will get to do lore art as well. Like people will see scenes like this that they like enough that they want to draw themselves. Yeah, go watch the lore if you haven't. Thank you, Ellie. I'm hoping that there's scenes that resonate enough with you guys that you're like, man, this scene is really cool. I got to draw this. Because I know we as the creators have a tendency to create them ourselves because we like to draw them. We like to draw the scenes because they're cool. And they mean a lot to us, and we know in our heads how they look. But I'm excited if this place ever gets to the point where I get to see like somebody else being like, oh, this scene was so cool, I can't wait to draw it. I love the way I tried drawing a thing and wound up with butterbees. Oh, I remember your butterbees, don't you worry. I remember them. And it was really cool to see because that I think it's fun. It means a lot. Even if it's butterbees and you're like, I couldn't draw it. That still, trust me, it means a lot to us. I'm working on the lore. Don't you fret. We're working on it. We're actually really deep in rewriting right now because we did not expect as we worked through the lore to want to rewrite as much as we did. So we are deep in rewriting right now. But I am working on episode 3 because I told you guys I was going to try and get this out to you before top surgery. Or at least have it ready before I go to top surgery and maybe have to set a date for it after top surgery. But that's like 50 days away. It's 58 days right now. So it's like 2 months. And I just don't know if I can produce something in that time frame. Last one took me 4 months or 6 months or something like that. I don't remember. Regardless, I'm gonna try to get as much as I can. But anyways, lore art. All my artwork got yeeted, so I can't go back to the OG artwork of that art lore. I'm sorry. Losing art is traumatizing. All right, I'm gonna save this so I can share it in the Discord for you guys if you desire it. But I'm gonna stop being live. I'm gonna wrap up for the night. This was fun. I know you guys like art streams, so I should try to do more of these. I've been really enjoying God of War, but I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, so I want to keep a good mix of a little bit of God of War for me and a little bit of the stuff that you guys like for you, so we can share the enjoyment, share the fruits of our labor or whatever. Let me see if any of the people I know are live right now. Oh my god, I have like nobody live right now. Jesus Christ. Red Crow is live. I will give you to Red Crow. Boop. Def waiting for more God of War. It's one of my faves. I should be doing it for Friday. I might end up doing it tomorrow. I might honestly, if I get enough of my work done tomorrow, I may end up streaming God of War tomorrow if I need a little bit of a break at the end of the day, but we'll see. That's if I get my work done. Otherwise, I'll play some on Friday or something. So, that's my plan. I'm gonna raid you guys over to Red Crow, because they're live. So, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Reese, thanks for partying with me.
Yo.
I'm gonna leave you guys for the night. I'm gonna load my raid up. I'll be back either Thursday or Friday. And until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, take care of your dads, or I will be forced to break into your house and take care of your dad for you.